Yeah, well, here we go. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm Jacqueline, by the way.
This is Jacqueline. I probably should have started there. Yeah. This is my INFJ mystery guest for today.
Can we hear well?
Can you hear me? I guess that's the first thing, because there might be some technical issues here.
Hold on.
You should have seen me trying to start this live. This was really fun. You should have seen me trying to start.
No, we sound okay.
Oh, okay. I know, that's good. And there's a delay, and that's really going to confuse me, but it's fine.
Well, you can't hear it for a reason.
So,
we're good.
This is good. I wanted to hang out with you guys. So, well, hang on a second. So, 2 years, right? Just over 2 years, I think I've had my channel going, and this is actually the 100th video right now. So, you're like a part of something weird, I guess. Don't look at me like that. You're looking at me like that. Like
I'm not looking. No, I'm looking at the comments.
There's a look there.
I'm reading the comments.
Good. And hi, everybody.
Sorry for my laptop.
So yeah, 100th video, which is just kind of weird to think about. And obviously, they've been a bit slower lately because something broke, and that's fine. It's great. Seriously, what was that?
It was the tray. Rick and Morty
it's fine.
are on the floor.
It's not important. It's okay. This is what happened.
It's fine. I forgot that I left it there.
She did a live not that long ago where her cat brought her a mouse live on YouTube. And
like a
so
live mouse.
I kind of expect some
knocked over the camera,
strange things to happen. So I did have kind of a plan, and I wanted to talk to you guys and just like kind of read some of the comments and say hello and all that kind of stuff. But there was something that I was thinking of, and I was going to do this in a video, and I actually did and recorded the video, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it turned out, and so I thought, well, shoot, let's have this discussion right now. So
hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Kim.
Let's say hi to all the peeps.
Yeah, let's say hi to everybody. Oh my gosh.
I see Jeff. I see Sue, TJ.
My buddy Marquis de Lafayette is on here. Yeah,
Dark
absolutely.
Moonlighter.
Hey, yes, absolutely. Hey, buddy.
Another person named David.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so hi. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Jeffrey, we have a couple of Jeffs.
I'm really happy to see you.
My friend Bill is here. Thanks for coming, Bill. You're the best.
Hey, plant fan.
Yes.
That's what she says on her
has
channel. So yeah,
I have a channel, by the way, because he's really bad at telling you guys that. The link is in the description box below.
See, this is why I need help.
Also, don't forget to thumbs up this video, like, now while you're in the window. Look, 22 people already did it. You guys are so good at this.
And also feel free to write a comment. You don't just have to chat in the chat window. You can actually just put a comment on the video as well. And I think this is these stay up, right? Like this happens.
Yeah, it also helps if you go and change your drop down to live chat instead of top chat so that they are in the proper order so you don't get confused.
Kim, if you need plant help, go to her page and she's got you.
I'm happy to help.
I mean, you see all these healthy plants?
DM me on Instagram.
Totally.
Send me pics.
So anyway, I wanted to talk about an INFJ thing, and I thought this would be a good thing. This is not about plants, not yet. And I thought it'd be a good thing to throw out. And I asked a question a little bit further up on there, which was, what personality traits do you have a hard time with as an INFJ? And so I got to thinking this, and I wrote this down in my notepad, on my notepad. And by the way, I wanted to show you my notepad too. You see, it says, I'm not even trying anymore, and it just has some dude that's like on the floor. I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny. So anyway, traits that you have a hard time with as an INFJ. And I thought number one on my list was obviously overthinking, because I can pretty much take it. Is it for you too?
Raising my hand.
Yeah, it's overthinking.
I mean, whose list wouldn't it be on?
Raise your hand if overthinking is in
Even if it's not like the top one, it's definitely top three.
Is overthinking in your top three? If yes, just like, I'm really curious. And I'm going to go back and read a lot of this stuff.
David number 2 says, feeling misunderstood.
Don't call anybody number 2, that's
terrible.
Well,
no, okay, David.
The other one, the one that's on there.
How's that any better?
I don't know.
That's fine.
All right, I'm really
feeling misunderstood. Yeah.
Yeah, see? All right, so, because it feels like, and I don't know about you, but for me, I can take something and overthink it to death, and then resurrect it and overthink its death again. And then probably just like lather, rinse, repeat, right? Like washing hair. just overthinking. It's like a natural thing, and it just kind of happens like all the time. I don't even know if
Yes.
I don't even realize
People
it
are
happens.
agreeing and raising their hands.
Well,
you can
that's
see
good.
some of the comments.
Oh, and thank you
but
for
they're
the
just
happy
so,
birthday.
It's so fun.
Ahoy, Jer! It's nice to see you. Ahoy? Where does that come from? You're in the Midwest, aren't you? Like something like that. There's not water
Yes,
anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. So overthinking. What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. And in third grade, yeah, overthinking hasn't stopped since third grade for me.
No, that's definitely a thing where you like have specific things that still bother you.
Well,
You
yeah, of
think
course.
about like years later, even though the other person probably doesn't remember it.
No, that was that time in third grade where Carly Vitagliano was like,
Especially when you feel like you hurt
call her
somebody's
out.
feelings. That's like the worst for me. Like I'm always like replaying stuff like
All right.
that and like what I could have done better.
So this brings you to number 2, right? So if overthinking is on your list, and then another one within those 3 traits that you have a difficult time with, would that be, and I saw somebody alluded to it, and I forget who it was, but empathy. While it's great to be able to understand somebody else and understand their situation and what they go through, sometimes that empathy can be a lot, I guess. Absorbing other people's emotions when that person is either a toxic person. I mean, obviously that's pretty rough because we're INFJs and we love getting steamrolled by toxic people. Nobody here is triggered.
The gift inside
We're all
said
triggered.
feeling everything so deeply.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, we got a super chat. That's right. I forgot to tell you guys. What does
Yeah.
it say?
No, and oh my gosh, thank you.
Happy birthday, David.
Thank you, sweet roll. Thank you.
Loving the live stream. Awesome job to both of you. Much love.
Oh, I appreciate
Thank
it very
you.
much.
That is actually, I wanted to tell you guys the best way to have like your comments seen, and then as you see, it's gonna stay up there for a while.
Okay,
You
so
can
that
look to
one's
see
good
it.
too.
You can add cute little like emojis and stuff too, depending on like how much you donate.
I mean, I like cute emojis.
Yeah,
They're good.
they're fun.
No, but there was a good question on there. What was it? Prism of Tears, right? Let's scroll down a little bit. Here we go. How do you feel about INFJs being the most mistyped? I'm going to jump to that real quick. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is like, I mean, look, if you've been seeing some of my videos on there, you know that I get like a lot of comments from people that watch me for 3 minutes and believe that they can correctly type me from seeing 3 minutes of an edited video where I'm like playing with puppets, which obviously you can't. I mean, really, like, even for to be typed correctly, you really have to take your entire life into consideration and just how much, you know, what all of those experiences are, experiences when you were a kid, and because all of your cognitive functions are really developing, and then you're just kind of finding your way. The only difference between that and being an adult is you know they're there and you still do the same stupid stuff. So that's cool. But I think INFJs are often mistyped because we're really close to INFPs. And we have that mistaken, you know, they say that INFJs are often mistaken for extroverts. And I think that is really true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but like, I can extrovert with the best of them.
No, I'm like way more extroverted than you are
For a
too.
brief, yeah, you are. For a
But I'm
brief
still
period
an
of time.
introvert. I just
Right,
like
you
to
recharge by
extrovert.
being alone, right?
Yeah.
You recharge with alone time. Yeah, of course.
I just
That's
have to
kind
be
of the way it
around the
works.
right people too, though. Like it has to be like my group of friends, and then I'm like loving it. But if it's
Right.
like people I don't want to be around, then I'm just trying to
Well,
go
you see,
home.
and then there's that empathy, because you've said this to me before. When you're around somebody who's like super extra, like it can be a lot.
It's uncomfortable.
You know? Yeah, it's
Really, I'm just like, okay.
Why am I an INFJ? I don't want to.
No, it almost feels like when people are too extroverted that they're like attention seeking, and that type of behavior makes me uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. That's, yeah. There's that whole. Oh man, this is a struggle with operating. You know, a YouTube channel as an INFJ, because like you don't like you're private, but you're friggin' in front of like everybody. You know.
This is a good one.
You kind of determine what to share.
Dark Moonwriter says, I think a big difficulty for INFJs is that it takes a long time for us to understand who we really are and what we want to achieve. We constantly feel pressured to do things other people's way.
All right, so
That's a good one.
all right, so we were just talking about this before the video started. I wrote down 3 of the traits that I have a hard time with, and I wrote down overthinking, and then empathy, and then overthinking again, because I overthought the 3 things that I was thinking about, clearly. But you actually hit on a really good one there, which is your identity.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of INFJs struggle with, we have identity crisis, like, all the time. Like, I don't know. I went through a goth phase. I was like a goth kid. Try and picture
Pixar
that.
didn't happen.
No, see, the pics are gone. They're gone.
It didn't happen.
They were burned. They were thrown into the vertiginous abyss.
I mean,
along
I
with all
have
of my melancholy misery.
photographic evidence of my scene days. Like, come on.
Pixar didn't exist. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that at you now. So, yeah,
No,
exactly.
well, I'm not going to pull them up
So,
right now.
but it's like that.
Upon
Like,
request.
you kind of have that, you know, you
it was
almost
Laura
test the
who said
waters.
it. Laura England picking up too much from
other people in a group, right? And yeah, that's totally accurate. But I really do think that there's kind of an identity crisis, like a perpetual identity crisis.
This was the first one that I said, I think, the first time you asked me, feeling misunderstood and like you have to explain yourself all the time.
Because you have a hard time explaining yourself.
I don't know how to say your name. Yakarin?
I don't know. I guess so.
But that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see some
Look,
of the
I'm
new
having a
ones.
hard
I was
time
trying
right
to
now.
catch up.
I just did a video on this, the whole thing with the thing squish and the
Who
and the
wasn't goth
speak
in the
hole.
90s? I tend to feel
Whatever.
fake and never truly myself.
Ah, see, now we're hitting on the identity
Yeah.
crisis. I'm sorry for.
Why are we like that though? Because I feel like
Sorry for
honestly we're
chastising
some
you
of the
this
most
time.
genuine people because we do look deeply at ourselves. Like we have that desire, and I think that's why it
think it's
seems
like
like
an
there's
FE
so
thing.
many of us because we're more likely to go searching for the information.
It's almost like an extroverted feeling thing. Like you're absorbing the emotions of other people and all that kind of stuff, right? So you're hanging around people that have a particular like or dislike. You want to fit in with the group, so you start absorbing that like or dislike, even though you probably hate it. You just want the approval.
I mean, I definitely did that when I was younger, but
I
now
don't know.
I'm just like, I don't care.
As an INFJ, do you seek validation?
Oh, constantly. But not about like
Yeah, I'll seek
everything, just
validation.
certain things.
Yeah,
Certain
there's
things,
that
for
too.
Sure.
All right,
Mostly like other people caring about me.
So that's kind of my list of
Triggered.
3, right? So we've got overthinking. We've got, for me, it's that empathy, that absorbing other people's emotions, because like when you're an emotional sponge, what was it? I think it was a comment on one of my videos where somebody said that it felt like they were an emotional tampon.
That was a good one.
That is a good one.
That was a
yeah,
good one.
and it's, boy, that's yeah.
Sue says we feel like we always have to apologize because people don't understand us.
I'm sorry.
Which kind of like is
Yes.
what
That's true.
Ashla Nightshade is saying.
Yeah.
Right here too.
Hey, buddy.
Feeling, having people assume things about you and feeling like they just don't really care enough to like understand you.
Yeah. I mean, I've been
And
referred.
that's why we're friends.
Well, that's true, because we don't have to understand each other, and it's fine.
No, like it works.
It does work. I
I feel like some INFJs might irritate each other.
yeah. I mean, as an INFJ, I irritate
If one
myself.
of us is in a bad mood, we're both in a bad mood.
That tends to happen. Actually, that tends to happen. Yeah, that's the thing. That's definitely a thing. I don't know. The 3 on my list were overthinking, empathy, and overthinking because I was overthinking it. But I might go with the whole identity crisis thing as like my
Yeah.
3rd for 3 traits that I have a really difficult time with.
Well, what is that? Lady do catnip?
You,
I don't know how to read
I don't
your.
know, somebody
I'm
does-
so.
no, it's
This is a good one though.
trying
trying
to make others feel
comfortable.
So you change yourself to
That's
try
an
and make
aspect
someone
of
else
it, too.
feel comfy. Yeah.
It's not that we're like not genuine necessarily.
But on the flip side, INFJs make really good hosts for parties. After they just like make food and then run and hide. Because that's
I
what I
guess
do.
so.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't really host parties.
What about like weddings? If you were invited to a wedding, are you mortified or are you happy? Because I'm
As
mortified.
long as I don't have to be in it.
No, somebody's gonna pull me out on the dance floor and try to get me to do the electric slide, and I just don't want to. Like, I'm not doing it. Or the Macarena. Never mind, I'm not gonna do the Macarena.
My best friends are books.
Mortified at weddings. Yes.
How do you
Yeah.
find other INFJs on YouTube?
They're all hiding. Or they're all on YouTube. Yeah. You know, I got in the habit, like, sometimes, and it's probably not great because I'll probably come off as a creep to some people, but just, like, striking up a conversation with somebody and being like, hey, have you ever taken the MBTI test? Like, I sound like I'm trying to sell them something, or I'm trying to, like, initiate them into my cult, which I'm totally not trying to do. What?
Kim said themed wedding. My nightmare.
Weddings.
I've never
That's
had to go to
good.
a themed wedding.
Yes, the
Thank
theme
God.
is be an extrovert.
It
It's an
sounds
extrovert
terrible.
wedding. Yeah, it's
Absolutely
right.
awful.
There's probably a good one out
And
there.
the
There's probably a
electric
good-
slide. Okay, no. How many times have I said that I actually low-key love the electric slide?
I don't understand you.
I don't know. It's like nostalgic from like all the family parties. Like I'm Italian, so every single birthday, like anything, I have like my family is
The electric
huge.
slide?
Like all the old people, we would have like this big party at like an Italian restaurant, and they would play music. And we would dance, and like they'd play all those like
But they would play the
typical
electric
songs.
slide.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, don't do it. Don't do it now. It's in a different video. It's fine. All right. So some questions.
It's
Let me
fine.
get a question from somebody out here. So give me something about INFJ stuff. Okay. So before I go into that, actually, one more thing.
Hide in the corner.
Because there is, I want everybody to understand, and I know that like sometimes I'm a little stern on the videos trying to get this point across, but there's a difference between your personality and your cognitive functions, right?
Comments are funny.
We're gonna get to those in just a second. But your personality is stuff like candy corn is trash, right? Because it is. That's also a fact. But your cognitive functions are that stack. Your intuition is how you're gathering information about your world, and you're running that by extroverted feeling and all those different things. And so there is a difference. When it really irritates me when people say like, I'm an INFJ so I don't like people, or I am an INFJ so I just want to crawl into a hole. It's crawling into a hole is your personality. It's not something that's because you're an INFJ you want to do these things. Otherwise you would only have 16 types of people in the world, and obviously that isn't true.
Well, that's like if all of the zodiac signs were exactly the same too.
That's
it's like everybody
really
born
valid
in
point.
the month of October is exactly the same.
Yeah, that would be weird. Yeah, but you'd all have a really good eye for aesthetics.
Yeah,
Apparently, that's the thing.
I'm a Libra.
It's fine. Yeah, so there is a difference, and it's something to try and keep in mind, is that your personality is what's shaping who you are. What are you doing? Are you just playing with the flower? Is it this thing? This is the pen.
It took me like a year and a half to understand any of what you're saying right now.
It's not good. Is it really? Do I sound like a science nerd?
Am I
out
the
of
only
this
person
stuff?
who had to watch the video of the cognitive functions like 10 times
No.
and then still didn't get it?
I'm trying.
No,
man.
but you describe it
Oh my
way
gosh.
better
Thank
than
you,
anybody
TJ.
else.
Thank you.
TJ,
Yeah.
you are the MVP.
Yeah.
Look at the little
Just
pear.
don't go
It's
sending me
super
pictures
cute.
of candy corn. I'm just saying. That was cute. That was a good one. All right,
Yeah.
so a question, some
Well,
kind of a
it stays up
question
there.
about your cognitive functions or about INFJness or something you have a hard time with or whatever else. Give me something. Somebody say something. What do we got?
Brooks wants to know what prompted you to begin doing these videos about us INFJs.
Okay. All right. So kind of a heavy topic. A little over 2 years ago, my brother passed away,
Yeah,
and it was suddenly. And I really felt at that point, starting a YouTube channel is something that I always wanted to do. And I actually recorded my first video like 3 years ago. And it was about a year of recording things and never ever posting anything. No, they don't exist. And if they did, I would not show them to anybody anyway, because they were that terrible. But when my brother passed away, it just gave me a different perspective on things. In that, why am I waiting? And why should I care? You know, and I think that's, honestly, I feel like it's a gift that he gave me in a lot of ways. To just sort of get myself out there and give it the try. And what I wanted to talk about on the channel was INFJing and writing, because that's what I love to do, and that's the passion of mine. And for INFJing, I mean, look, I went through so many hard times thinking I was broken or busted in some way, not understanding anything about why I did the things I did or why I reacted in certain ways, until I really started digging into it. And it was a book by Bo Miller. I forget exactly which one it was. I don't think he's on YouTube anymore, but he has some books on Amazon and stuff like that. And one of them read like a user manual. And I was like, man, there's really something to this. And then I started digging into it. And I was like, you know, just being a more mature INFJ, if you could call somebody with a puppet collection mature, it's okay. I really felt like I had something to offer and to help people that were probably struggling and also feeling broken. So I just wanted to create a channel where a bunch of us misfits can hang out. And now we're just sort of hanging out together. Give me one. Mimi, how do INFJs get over procrastination in order to actually get on with life?
This is a good one for you right now.
Shush. Not triggered, Mimi. Yeah. I don't know. You wait until you have to do it or you get into big trouble and then it just happens organically. Yeah.
Ooh, where you going, girl?
Yeah, that was tough because, you know, I think of this in terms of writing a book, right? And finishing their first novel. That's something that took, you know, over a year of diligent work repeatedly, that like I had deadlines in mind, but I think it was backing up and understanding that even just a little bit of progress towards something is really valuable. And so there'd be a day where I could, this is Tigress, by the way. This is my cat. She's sort of happy.
She's not
Right?
happy.
She's not happy.
Bro,
She's
you
very
have to say
sweet.
hello.
She's really sweet. She doesn't like hiss or do any of that stuff.
No.
No. Every once in a while she throws up the food she just ate, and then I step in it when I'm going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But that's fine. It's like a normal cat thing. So just filed for a tax extension because of procrastination. I was this close to doing the same thing. Yeah, there's that.
I'm sorry.
But I think it's,
You're just too cute.
look, you got to recognize that if you make a little bit of progress towards something, that's actually really good progress, and it's a step forward. And so we tend to get so down on ourselves because we'll have this list of stuff that we have to do. Like today, I have to do laundry, I have to go get my car taken care of, I've got to go shopping for this, and this, I've got to do, like, you've got this list of 30 things, and some of them are ridiculous things that you haven't done in, like, you have no intention of doing for the last 10 years that you put on your list just because you want to feel like you have more to do. But then you have to understand that give yourself the pat on the back and be kinder to yourself, right? Like, if you just do one thing, like, it's cool. You made some progress on that one thing. Obviously, you try to prioritize it for what's important, like eating. Like, eating should probably come before, you know, I don't know, making a paper mache Tyrannosaurus Rex in your front yard. Like, that would, actually, that might be high up on my list of things to do, but that's okay too. All right, what else we got here?
Getting distracted by the cat.
Calling out my list, bro.
Brooke says, thank you. You've helped them understand themselves.
Well, I appreciate that. And it is something that I really hope that my videos do. I mean, look, I've shared some really personal stuff with you guys on YouTube over the course of time.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh, Daniel. Thank you.
I can't see it yet.
Yeah, no, but thank you. I can't, it disappears from the screen
Oh, there it is.
very quickly. And thank you for the happy birthday wishes as well.
My girlfriend who I love so much is an INFJ and I am an ENFP. We share a connection beyond words. What makes her happy makes me happy. So here I am. Thank you for your time. And what makes you get up in the morning?
That first sip of a cup of coffee is a good reason to get up in the morning. I don't know. I tend to be an early riser.
Having to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, that's why I get up at 2 o'clock, then 3 o'clock, then 4 o'clock too. I tend to be an early riser, regardless of what time I go to sleep. Yeah, no, I know, but like, and there's no real reason. But I don't know. It's any one of a number of things, and so.
To pee, exactly.
That's a really good question. What makes you get up in the morning?
Sue just answered it for me.
What?
Having
Coffee?
to pee.
Oh, having to pee. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, it's forced. It's not like my passion is peeing in the morning.
My plants. Like, I'll get up and be like, okay, I gotta water my plants.
She wakes up early because she wets her plants. I had a straight face when I said that.
I'm just like,
you're gonna call me stupid right now, aren't you?
Super distracted by the cat. This isn't accurate, by the way.
No, it's
Don't be
fine.
freaked
That's
out by
okay.
it.
Coffee definitely. Yeah, coffee definitely. What makes you guys get up in the morning? Like, what's your thing?
I've always been a night owl. I thought it was an INFJ thing. I think that maybe I just have a hard time sleeping because my brain won't shut off.
100 miles an hour? 100% of the
Yeah,
time?
and then I literally am up like watering plants. I've been repotting plants at like 3 o'clock in the morning before.
It's ridiculous. The
It's
last thing I
fine.
want to do at 3 o'clock in the morning is stick my hand in
Treating for
dirt.
mealybugs.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It's fine.
That's okay though. No, and I've had that too, where it's like, I don't know, do you guys have that where you like toss and
With your
turn and your
plants,
head
not
is
your
just like
bed.
kind of going crazy on all this stuff? And what do you do? How do you shake it? How do you get out of it? what's the thing? 100 miles an hour in 100 different directions 100% of the time. I mean, that's kind of the way my brain seems to work.
I'm
really.
also an INFJ for anybody asking who's confused.
Right. That's why this is as awkward as it is. I can't put the awkward meter up, but if I could, it'd be like 101%.
I'm here because the same reason you guys are here.
Yeah, right. We're all just kind of hanging out. Do my interests change often? No. You know, yeah, my interests change often, but then I have like a set
Go on YouTube.
like stack of interests that just sort of I just kind of rotate and revolve with. Like I'm a gamer. I like to play video games. It's a thing. I do it to relax and just try and shut off the brain. So I don't play anything like too crazy. I'm not playing like Resident Evil at like 11 o'clock at night before I go to bed because it's gonna get really bad. But I will play like chill out games. So I'll play No Man's Sky. I just started Mass Effect again. I have to. It was really good. So whatever you can do to just kind of chill out. What you're laughing?
She's laughing at me because I'm distracted by the cat.
Yeah, of course. In the background, just past your head. Yeah, you kind of.
I know. I'm trying to block the ring light.
Right.
glare.
Yeah. No. Right back there is where Penelope von Squigglebottom, Princess of Noodleham, lives. That is my snake. She's just chilling out in her hide right now. Yeah, I have a snake and a cat. Don't worry, like the snake's not going to eat the cat. People ask me that all the time. The snake's not that big to eat the cat. I wouldn't get a snake that's like a cat-eating snake. I wouldn't do that because then you have to feed it large animals. I don't want to do that. So there's that. Give me another one. Give me another question. Somebody. Okay. I knew somebody was going to ask about Dexter Bob. Dexter Bob, peace be upon him, has passed on. He's crossed the Rainbow Bridge. It's natural causes, and it's really hard. It's hard to think about.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
Yes, may he rest in peace. Yeah. He's happy somewhere else over the bridge, eating crickets and like living his absolute best life. He was pretty special. Yeah, he was a special little guy.
You answered this one right. Do you find that your interests change often?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what I'm in the mood for.
I become obsessive about that thing. Yeah, I feel like we do that too, though.
Yeah.
Like we did like so many puzzles. I mean, we still do them, but we did a lot of them.
On a small scale for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And then now we've been making pottery.
Yeah, there's pottery's involved.
It's good.
Well, I can show you my penguin.
Oh my God!
Like
please show them the penguins. They're
I'm
so
gonna show you the
cute.
penguin.
I don't know how he does it. He just like throws it together so quickly too. I take forever. I'm such a perfectionist.
No, I made so like you know, there's my penguin.
You're really not even gonna get my Kodama too?
I'm gonna get him, but you showed them the pig. That's the pig.
This is Piggy Smalls. You gotta do the thing.
Here's your
Piggy Smalls.
Go on.
What's this one's
That's
name?
the penguin.
What should we name the penguin?
Oh, penguin names. That's good.
And then this is my Kodama. If you guys, it's like really, really light. If you guys watch
really
anime from Spirited Away, True Spirit, Studio Ghibli.
We're best buddies. We're best buddies. That's how it works.
Let's see.
Common interests and best buddies. What else we got?
I sang that song just for you. I wrote
That was
it
a good
for you.
song.
Yeah.
Penguin is your spirit animal. Octopus is my spirit animal. I'm working on this one. I have 3 tentacles left to do, and then get all filled in and color, and it's going all the way up, and all that kind of stuff.
Who used to play Mass Effect? What do you mean used to play Mass Effect? Why aren't you still playing it?
Well, I still play it now.
No, this person says they used to.
Okay, well, they just released it again,
Yeah.
like the whole trilogy, and it's remastered, and it's really good. So you should definitely just
That's a good one.
have a ride on the Normandy again. I'm just saying, it's well worth it. What's a good one?
Does anyone else get tired of empathizing with people who have wronged you? Sometimes I wish I could stop constantly thinking of what led the person to behave the way they did. I definitely tend to blame
tired
myself.
of empathizing with people that have wronged you? Are you a door slam INFJ, or are you I'm not going to say doormat INFJ, but that was the first thing that kind of popped into my head because we have a hard time sticking up for ourselves sometimes. That's a thing.
Melissa says hello from Jamaica.
Oh, hi Jamaica.
Thank you
That's
for
cool.
being here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't. What was
What?
empathizing with somebody that has hurt you or wronged you? I mean, you can come to an understanding of it, but then that comes down to a point of like trying to set some boundaries. If you're still going to be interacting with that person on some level, you have to be able to do that. And if you don't, then you're probably going to get hurt again. I don't think that's really an abnormal thing, and I don't think that's necessarily an INFJ thing. I just think it's kind of a humanity thing. What else we got? What is something I find beautiful that others might not find beautiful?
Reptiles.
Reptiles for sure. I'm a big fan of critters. Yeah, I really like snakes. And I know that's weird. If I'm like outside and I see like one just like in a garden or something like that, I'm the first one to run over and grab it and be like, snake. And then snake, right? Like that. And I think there's a reason for it. I just really feel like they're misunderstood. And so, you know, they can't slap you. They don't have hands.
What?
What is
Who?
it? Snakes.
Brooks thinks that I'm trying to claim you in public by wearing your shirt. It's just cozy. and then
That's good.
I don't know what that says.
Sojourner.
Says,
Yeah,
that's like the person in my live stream that one time that just kept asking me if I was single or not, and everybody's like, we're talking about plants, you know?
Right. Let's not get too deep into this INFJ overthinking, please.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's good. Hey, look at the penguin. Distract with that. It's good.
Kim wants to know if anybody both really likes and dislikes somebody at the same time. All the time.
Whatever. I'm nice.
All the time. Not you.
Oh, no.
Not you. You're good.
Yeah.
No, all the time. How many times I want to like punch somebody in the face at this and like smush it and love it at the same time. Like, it's not normal. I don't think that's normal.
That's not normal. That's not normal.
I don't know, Kim. Maybe we're drawn to people that irritate us.
I mean, look, from personal experience, you may have picked up on this because I mentioned it, from time to time, that I ran a martial arts school for just a little over a decade. And I got used to people that I had to deal with that I did not get along with. And in a lot of cases had to train and move them along and try and guide them like a certain way. And they really did rub me the wrong way. And so that's a thing, but you kind of put it aside. In that case, it's a professional setting, and so you just sort of put it aside to do your job. Doesn't mean that when I got home, I wasn't like, wow, that guy's really terrible, because he was actually really terrible. But I also have this other view, and I think this is kind of an INFJ thing. When you have a setting where you're involved with multiple people, like I was at a karate dojo, it was more important for me to have that entire student body very, very happy. And if there was a bad apple in that, you better believe that I would pull them aside and correct whatever that behavior is. Sometimes physically, nicely, but just, as a martial arts instructor, you sometimes need to demonstrate things on people. And so I'm not saying that I would always pick somebody that was irritating me, but I would always pick somebody that was irritating me in order to demonstrate things. It was good. It's actually quite a lot of stress relief that way. So there's that. Let me see. What else we got?
I don't know. I'm typing something, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's good. What else? What else for you guys? And if you have like a...
Intuition.
What about intuition?
I said that. That was one of mine. Not knowing when to trust your intuition.
Oh, when do you trust your gut feeling?
I struggle with that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, when am I just overthinking it, or like to trust like my gut? Because sometimes there's no logic to what I'm feeling.
When are you skipping through
what I mean?
the field of daisies, being like, look at all these great red flags. They make the place so pretty. I'm just going to ignore them and keep going. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes your intuition is right and you don't want to listen. And that is a thing. Do I think INFJs would be good international diplomats? Oh, boy. I don't know if throwing an INFJ in the middle of a whole bunch of, you know, people that are political is really a good idea. There's lots of narcissists in that crowd, man. That's not where you want to go.
I'm going to read the comments off the screen for a minute.
Let's see. Thinking your intuition is always right. Spoiler alert, it's not. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it feels wrong. Sometimes it feels right. Yeah. That's tough. I would say that if I go by hindsight, 99% of the time when I wanted it to be wrong, it was right, and when I wanted it to be right, it was wrong, but it was always kind of right. I don't know if that made any sense. You know what I mean, right? Let's see. Do I have any experience with depression medications and their effects? No, I do not. That is something, just on a personal level, I don't like taking medications. I like to, and I have been on them. I have been on blood pressure meds before and things like that. But I just made a choice to just sort of change the way my diet was and the way my health was and everything else. Probably hard to believe, but there was 60 additional pounds on this guy a few years back. And so, thank you. Yeah, you were,
I didn't get enough.
oh, it was a bug. I thought you were clapping for me. No, it's fine. So with all that additional weight, I was having some health problems and health issues. And instead of just getting meds thrown at me, just made the changes. And I think that's the way I do it. So there's that. What else we got?
People find I'm irrational.
No. I mean, I can't speak to that because I really talk. So there's that. Sometimes I'm irrational, I guess. Yeah, I know when I'm being irrational.
Oh, and then somebody said thank you for the Lake House recommendation before.
The Lake House. Yeah.
That is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves together. You guys, come on.
Made me cry. Stupid movie.
I knew it was going to.
Made me cry. When they at the end, that happens, the thing. I don't want to spoil anything. But get your tissues ready for that one.
Have you ever accurately predicted the outcome and consequences of someone's behavior?
Oh yes. Yes,
Lilia.
absolutely. Yeah.
Am I saying your name right? Lilia? That's really pretty.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's beautiful.
I've known you for a long time out here, Lilia.
Hi.
So thank you, and it's good to see you. Yeah, I've been able to say like, well, this isn't going to end well, and obviously it didn't end well. But I mean, in some cases, when the dumpster's on fire, you kind of already know that the dumpster's on fire, and it's probably not going to end great.
Raphael said it. I loved it. I held back tears. Don't hold him back.
No, let him go.
Let him out.
Let him go.
It's good for you.
Let it all happen. It's gonna be good. Yeah, I didn't cry during The Matrix or John Wick. I mean, maybe because I was so happy. Love that movie. I have such a bro crush on Keanu.
Yeah,
it's just I really do.
I mean, who doesn't though?
He gets up like he's worth however many millions of dollars, and like he gets up for ladies on the subway and for like that old lady on the subway, and he's like, take my seat, and like he's just riding the subway to work. Like, can we just please have more people like that, please? And not the ones that are just like the whole, look at me
Tina
thing.
wants to know, what do you do when people in your life don't make extra effort to know the real you?
What do I do when people in my life don't make the extra efforts to know the real me? I assume that they are uninterested in knowing the real me. I'm not the type to, when I have a personal relationship with somebody, I'm usually pretty closed off in terms of sharing what's really going on. And some people are not so. But I have a hard time doing that. So for me, I have to have people around me that are willing to dig and that know me well enough, right? Like you can look at me and you're like, I know something's wrong, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing's wrong. And then like a day later, I'm like, okay, here were all the things that were wrong. Like that penguin. There's nothing wrong with the penguin.
It's so cute.
Yeah, no, it's good. And what about you? Like, is that a thing? If somebody's not making the effort to really get to know you, then what's your worth?
No. If I'm the person that always has to text you and ask you how you're doing, eventually I'm going to stop.
That will last one text.
Oh.
It will last one text. I don't
Yeah.
I don't. If I'm not going to get the answer, or if I'm
No, I
talking
just
to
want you
somebody
to put
that's
that same effort in. Like, I don't want to always have to be the person who's reaching out.
right,
That irritates me.
right, and that, I mean, that makes sense because it's kind of how you show that you care about people. But on the flip side, as an INFJ, like you are that person, my sweet INFJs. You really do have a gift of being able to dig into somebody's emotions and being able to draw some things out of them. I don't know about you, but like if to me it feels like a random person can approach me and within 30 seconds I've got their life story like coming out. And that's something that I think people just sort of, it's the vibe. Bet.
Don't do that.
No cap. I don't know what these words mean. I just say them. Because they
Kim
kept saying
wants
them.
to know if the belief in karma is an INFJ thing, in our opinions. I don't know if it's like strictly an INFJ thing. Obviously, I don't think anything is strictly an INFJ thing, to be honest. But I definitely think that karma is a thing.
I'm gonna pivot just a little bit on this one, Kim, because I know that you were one of the first people to read my book. Karma's probably gonna make an appearance in book 2, so just keep that in mind. That one's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to write it. I've started book 2. There's like 5 words now.
Well, there's a lot of like ideas.
Remember when I was telling you about procrastination? How I was like, no,
yeah,
it's fine.
But it's not like
small
you don't
victories.
have any idea.
No, I have stuff planned out. I just don't have, just the words haven't happened. Look, I like to write from coffee shops, and every place is closed right now. Like, what the hell's going on with Starbucks? Like, they just don't let you sit anywhere. And so...
But it's warm enough to sit outside now.
Yeah, but then there's, like, glare on the screen, and I'm just not comfortable. Everything has to be just right. I'm very particular. Are you particular?
That
like
place that we drove by, and there were people sitting inside.
I don't remember.
It was like a cafe somewhere. I don't remember either.
Yeah, no, that sounds like that would be good, though.
I do think that karma is a thing. I don't know, like, in the sense of, like, if it, you know what I mean? If you believe in reincarnation, if it, like, you know,
I mean, look,
accumulates. And the only shitty thing about that is, like, if you believe in all of that and you're like, oh, you know, don't get mad at somebody, like, just let karma take care of it. You know what I mean? Like, don't do anything, like, let karma take care of it. But then if you believe in reincarnation, like, karma could not even come around until, like, their next life. So, like, you don't even get to see it.
Yeah, but, like, someday that dude's coming back as a dung beetle.
Yeah, but, like, I'm not there to see it. So, like, how does that satisfy
But you may
me?
be stepping on a dung beetle that, like, was that dude in a prior life. I mean, who knows? That's a really weird question, right? Like, I don't even know.
Absolute crap.
I mean, look, if somebody's conducting themselves in a way that's really terrible, they're going to get, that's not going to always work out well for them. At some point, things catch up to you because that's the type of person you are. So it's what happens.
Christina wants to
What's
know,
up, Sky?
is she here?
She is.
Boo!
Yeah.
I didn't even see you because I'm, like, all the way behind.
That's right. We're catching up.
That's my boo thing.
Okay, come on. So here we go. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Come on, get on. Here we go.
Do
We gotta
you
scroll.
find it easy to understand the motives of others? No. I stay up at night trying to understand why people do the things that they do.
About that overthinking
And
list.
then I'm like, but why?
talking
Like,
about.
I'm the only one who's sitting here trying to figure it out. So, like,
I got really good at
it's terrible.
picking up somebody's motivations, and that was, again, it came from experience in martial arts. When you're running a martial arts school and you have people that are that really just want to advance without putting in a lot of the work to do so, their motivation becomes clear very, very quickly. And I got really good at reading that sort of thing. I'm always, I mean, I've said this to you many times too, just like, I'm the type of person that tries to look at somebody's actions and not just the words. Because promises are promises, but the actions are what really tells you what a person's character is like. And so, I don't know. I think that it's too easy for somebody to throw out promises and throw out things that they, you know, grand ideas and things that they would want to do and everything else. But you look at what that person does, and that more so tells you what their motivation is than what's coming out of the speak hole. So there's that. Yeah. What else we
Mimi
got?
wants to know, how do I let go and just be my weird, quirky self in front of whoever and not try to hide it and pretend to be normal?
Just did the
Girl,
video on this. I was
there
like,
is no normal.
where are the scuba flippers?
Like,
it
look at
really
us right
doesn't
now.
matter. Yeah.
Go on my channel and see all the weird, quirky
pretty
things that I
weird,
just
yeah.
let out. And I've decided that I don't care, because this is what I've learned. That when you're just yourself and you let your weird out and you let yourself just do your thing. No, it's true.
Yeah,
Ever
yeah.
since I like really just stopped caring as much and just decided to just be myself more in my videos, I have more people that are like me that I would probably like chill with in real life, because you're attracting like what you are.
Right.
Am I making sense?
I mean, look,
feel like I
flip it
am
around though.
way more like eloquent
Because like as an
when it's
INFJ,
not 9:45.
as an INFJ, you can look at somebody else and you kind of get that feeling if they're pretending to be a certain way or if they are genuinely that way. In the same vein, somebody can look at you and absolutely, we're not the only ones with intuition, people. So somebody can
Yeah.
look at you and absolutely pick up on that, you know,
Yeah.
that you seem uncomfortable, or you seem awkward, or you're not being yourself, or whatever else. And so I think it's just more natural. And I mean, I went that
People
way too.
appreciate that.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people
Just be you.
are constantly like, oh my gosh, I love I love that you said that, or you made me laugh when you did this. And I'm like, I normally would have edited that out. I just don't care anymore.
I was on the last video I did. I was literally telling you and holding this thing up,
Yeah,
this
please be
giant tentacle.
careful. It's really
fine.
heavy.
It is really heavy. About how this was my friend, right? And I called it testicle by mistake. So that's not something you do if you're not just like a little weird. And it's okay to be that way. Just be yourself, and it's fine. And I think you attract, and the people that resonate with you are the people that gravitate to you. I mean, just look at this channel as an example. Like, we're like, there's a lot of misfits, and like, you know, and I say this in the most loving way possible. We're a bunch of weirdos, because we can be awkward and we can be really stuck in our own heads. But the fact that you guys talk and you become friends with one another in the comments and everything else, it just goes to show you that when you are just being open and naturally yourself, you gravitate towards the people that it resonates with.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. This is how you make friends.
Authenticity is so important. I agree, Kim.
Right. It should make sense.
Do people generally say you have witty humor?
Am I witty?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, sometimes.
See, I absolutely love weirdos too, Crystal.
Yeah, own your weird.
Bring it on.
Right.
See, when you're just weird and authentic, that's what you attract. I mean, people are mean when you're kids, but like when you get older, people don't care.
J-Man, are you seriously on this right now? I can't put the awkward meter up, buddy. It would be in the corner.
It's a live stream.
But since it's live and I'm here right now, yeah, that's my guy right there. What's up?
What else do we have?
What else do we have?
Once you put your authentic self out there, you find your tribe. Yes, Kevin, exactly.
Right.
Or for me, it's my plant fam.
Exactly. I get a
Go
lot of
join
people.
the plant fam, by
You
the
know
way. The link is in the
We're gonna yes,
description
absolutely. Please go
below.
subscribe and support my emotional support YouTuber that's right next to me. Yeah, I think I think you just have to kind of own your weird, right?
Maggie wants to know if you have any tips on self-publishing.
Do I ever? Yeah, I think the most important thing when self-publishing was trying to find the right editor, because I could edit and I could make it look okay, but I couldn't make it look edited okay. And so you need help. You need beta readers. You need, you know, people that are willing to go through that can critique your work in a way that you're comfortable with. And then just try and get it all put together in the best format possible. Leave it in a Word document, leave it with like a really basic font and that kind of thing, and then get it to somebody that can actually do the formatting or whatever else, and then Amazon it is. It was actually pretty easy to go through the process of self-publishing that way. What was difficult was honing the story and making sure that it was exactly how I wanted it to be and all those things, and then letting an editor run through it with like a machete and being okay with it.
Aren't
I'm
you
like, my
annoyed by
words.
like the size of the pages or something too, and like the numbers and that whole process?
So I tried to format it myself in Microsoft
So
Word.
maybe let somebody else do that for you too.
I did have a formatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up paying a formatter because like it was getting really like the headers and footers and like which one is the odd and even pages and the whole thing where it's like the page has to be way because it's in the spine and like that can get like really frustrating. But there's all sorts of methods to do that. What do we got?
TJ said, "Hold the testicle up again."
There it is. Okay, look.
Skylar.
If your
is
testicle looks
also
like
my
this, I'm
emotional
very sorry
support
for
human.
you. Yeah.
I
This,
love you.
this is not what your testicle should look like. It's good though. My niece
Really,
made this.
That's really heavy.
in
That
art
was
school.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
I use it as a self-defense weapon. If
Oh, I
somebody comes in
appreciate you,
here.
Kim, for joining the plant fam. Girl,
There you go.
DM me too if you have any like plant
If you have plants that are dying,
questions.
ask her about it.
Yeah.
She's good with the plants. She has plant
Hit
intuition.
me up on the gram.
Is
You
that a
do.
thing? Do you think INFJs have intuition when it comes to animals? Like, can we like?
Yes, I think that's why I'm like such a cat lady, honestly. I think that it's really common for INFJs to have like special connections with animals because of our like more
right.
like because like
That's what I
a
wanna
lot
see.
of us are not just empathetic. Like a lot of us are empaths, or somebody said a highly sensitive person. Like we do tend to
That's definitely
not
a
all
thing.
of us, but
No, but
there is
a
a lot of
crossover.
overlap for
There's a
sure.
lot.
Like I am definitely an empath. Like I don't know. I don't think you struggle with that as much as I do, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean it depends. It definitely depends.
I've been known to just like straight up get up and leave
right.
a situation, and like my family knows. They're like, she's fine. She's just outside. Like she just it was loud.
Just had to
There's
go.
too many people in one space. Like
I just don't go.
No, because even if it's not like loud, like the people's energy is loud to me. Like
Right.
being around that many people in
Yeah,
a
it can be
small
overwhelming.
space
That can be overwhelming.
is
If you have, by the
anxiety
way,
inducing.
if you have a pet, please put down
I've killed orchids. I
who
have
your
30
pet
plants,
is
but I can't
and like
figure
what
them
their
out.
name is. I'm really curious. I like funny pet names and stuff like that. Obviously, I have a snake named Penelope von Squigglebottom, Princess of Noodleham. So yeah.
I have a cat named Crash, like Crash Bandicoot,
Yes.
because he's crazy.
He's
and
substantial.
Like, bing, bing, bing. He like runs around and
Yeah, definitely.
bangs
That's
into
good.
everything. Oh no, I was
let's
just
see.
laughing at. I've killed orchids. I have 30 plants, but I can't figure them out.
No,
Honestly, they're really easy. I just got into orchids. This
I'm not
isn't.
gonna do an orchid.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about plants right now, though.
She'll do a live soon, and then
I enjoy animals in nature, not in my house.
your wife calls you
My
the dog
wife, yeah.
whisperer. That's good.
Yeah, my mom calls me cat whisperer.
You do have a
Because
Michelle.
I'll be
You got a
like,
weird
this
connection
is.
to
She'll be like,
cats.
"What's
Yeah.
wrong with the cat?" And I'm like, "Well, he's feeling anxious because, like, she's like, did he like? What did he tell you that?"
Right. So this one, my ENTJ brother
connection to cats.
will often ask me why he can't just quietly sit in the room with you when your social battery is drained. Yeah.
Somebody had a good question
It can
about
be
like the
pretty
pairings
rough.
up
I can
here.
be pretty rough when my social battery is drained. Like I don't want to. It was difficult, man, running like a karate studio, and I may have 100 students in and out in the course of 4 hours, like 4 nights or 5 nights a week. You need to decompress after that kind of thing.
There is a hanging basket
For sure.
hanging from another hanging basket. Sorry, I'm catching up on this.
Oh,
Yes, hashtag plant fam.
there you go.
Why are INFJs? Are there any INFJs who
She
relate
is
to
very
also being a
talented.
highly sensitive person? Right?
She's
Yeah,
very talented.
for sure.
Right.
No, somebody had a good question about the pairings. Here, what do you think of the golden pair theory?
All right. So
I don't even know what that is.
no, I'm going to talk about this for a second because this is something that really like it gets into my brain. I don't really believe that there's any kind of golden pair, like golden pairing as far as MBTI types go, because you can be an INFJ and be a wonderful person. You can be an INFJ and you could be a crappy person. So really personality comes into it a lot. I think where there's a good mix is when you understand how somebody else's cognitive functions work and you understand how yours work and they make the effort to understand yours as well. when you have that and you both know you're overthinkers, or you both know that you're very empathic, then it kind of helps you get along in a certain way. But I don't think there are particular types that are better or worse for other types. It really does all come down to experiences, communication and all those kinds
understanding,
of normal things, you know,
especially on their part.
Yeah, that's true too. What do we got?
I have a Boston Terrier called Sassy Pants.
That's fantastic.
It made me laugh because I call Crash Crusher Pants and he is sassy. So sometimes I call him Sassy Pants too. I'm like, why you I add pants to the ends of
I call my cat
to the end of things.
I'm like, what's up, cat?
I just like animals in pants, like raccoons and pantaloons.
That was a good one. Yeah, raccoons and pantaloons needs to be.
And then Rebecca says, does anyone else find places like Disneyland overwhelming? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
Yeah. No, that's one of my worst nightmares is like theme parks, especially when it's hot out. Oh my God, no, kill me.
It's uncomfortable. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I am in the great state of Connecticut, the Nutmeg State. So it's nice here. I like it.
My cats are John Oliver and I lost it. Where'd it go?
John Oliver the cat.
And Charlie Rose.
Rat terrier named Fido? Yes. Right? Kids pick the names. Well, that's why my cat is named Tigress, as Master Tigress from Kung Fu Panda, of all things. So
you guys are going to do more lives, right? I don't know. Do you guys want us to do more live
yeah, I
streams?
mean, like, is this okay to hang out and stuff?
Like, I thought it would be fun for us to do some, like, INFJ content together since we're both INFJs, and, like, my channel's about plants, so, like, I don't think anybody wants any INFJ content over there, so I was wondering if you guys were interested in having another INFJ perspective, because, like, yes, we're both INFJs, but we're two very different people.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you're like.
What is that supposed to mean? I'm from New York, okay?
Yeah. This is a good thing.
It's not my fault you're from Jersey.
If we go out and like eat somewhere,
like white people
and they don't give me the mashed potatoes, she would be the one to tell them that they need to put the mashed potatoes on my plate. So it's actually pretty good. I'm all right with that because I'm not going to tell them.
Oh, here, this is a good one. Kevin wants to know: do you think there's a connection with INFJs being interested in small, high-quality items?
Yes, 100%.
We
really
prefer
do.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah,
most of the time.
I mean, you were just talking about this, like some expensive tastes.
I do always. Right? I've always had expensive tastes. I just have an eye for nice things, though. Is the problem? Like, if you showed me a bunch of like couches or something and didn't show me any of the prices, I guarantee you I would pick the most expensive one.
That's good.
Like always, every time. It's so frustrating. It really is, because I'm not that person who likes to spend a lot of money on things, but like I need something to be good quality, especially if it's something I'm going to be using all the time.
I think it's something that we like to have those things around us in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Right.
If it's a good investment.
Right, absolutely.
There's definitely some dumb things you could spend your money on.
Treat
like
yourself.
I wouldn't go out to dinner and spend like $500 on a meal.
That's a bit much.
I mean, for like multiple people, but you know what I mean?
Plus,
like,
you're vegan. Like, what vegetables are going to cost you $500 anyway?
I don't know, but I could eat like a lot of cheesecake.
It's $500 worth of cheesecake. Yes.
There's a vegan restaurant.
We're going to do another live where
really
she eats $500 worth of cheesecake.
Honestly, I would take that challenge. Although that cheesecake's not expensive, though, so that would be like a lot of cheesecake.
That'd be too much cheesecake. That'd be a bad day. Let's see. Make friends with someone from New York. Yeah, write that down, buddy. That's good. That's right.
My tattoo sleeve is mostly of small woodland creatures and plants.
See, there you go.
That's what I'm going for.
Well, it's a good thing you subscribe to her channel, too. I've got like a moth
and some other junk going on. It's fine.
Right. Any other tattooed INFJs out there? If you're a tattooed INFJ, raise your hand. I'm really curious.
I just subbed to you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you who go and subscribe.
So, all right, hold on, because I need to get something cleared up.
What?
Recently on my channel, I have a redone banner and a redone intro with like the whole octopus and a thing. That was because of her. So I'm not just trying to take credit for something that I didn't do. I mean, I I made it all.
I was just joking when I gave you crap.
You
for
were
that.
just telling me that it didn't look right over and over again until it looked
Well, I'm
better.
a perfectionist, so my bad for wanting it to
Yeah.
look good.
No,
Don't you
that's
guys
good,
like
though.
the new intro? If you haven't seen it, then you need to go watch the last video.
Yeah, the winking
on
octopus
Inflink.
and the whole thing.
Yes.
Octopi is becoming a thing. I really think that INFJs are just like human octopi.
Prismo
without
Tears says
the
heavily
tentacles.
tattooed.
Heavily
JC
tattooed.
has no
Yeah.
tattoos yet.
Half sleeve. Yeah.
Christina has tattoos. Leah
Tattoos.
has 5.
Go, guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely raise those hands.
Kinstar. My channel name is Jacqueline's Jungle. The link is in the description.
Paper Mario is a tattoo on your leg. That's fantastic.
I have fake tattoos, like henna,
Oh,
or
there
just
you go.
like the ones you put on like when you were a kid. Or no, they make like really good ones now.
No tattoos.
Actually.
Never saw your channel before. But hi, Bill. I've seen you. I've seen you on her
Yes.
channel on lives.
He knows who you are.
Of course. Yeah. No, that's good. Might have tattoos. I mean.
Actually, he just recommended another plant place to me today.
Oh. Well,
Or like
plant shop.
2.
That's all right.
Killing me, Bill.
What else is going on out here?
Killing my
Right, so we got the
wallet.
tattoo thing down. We know that we're all overthinkers, so that's cool. Any other questions?
I
About
can't
stuff?
decide on my tattoo. Overthinking per usual. Listen, it's permanent. If there's
You
anything
and
you're
that
gonna overthink.
Yeah, you overthought that one.
I had such bad anxiety. Well, it's like a big thing on my arm. Like, of course.
So-
even though I have them other places, like it's like right in my face all the time.
Mine was a trust exercise, right? My first tattoo was this one right here, which is from Atlas Shrugged and Ayn Rand, which is my favorite book. And so when I went to get it and I picked an artist, he was highly recommended because he is also a really big Ayn Rand fan. And so we became like instant friends. And I actually got to a point where I can go to him and this is what I did. I said, I want a giant steampunk Cthulhu on my leg and just draw it. I have no idea how I want this to look. I completely trust you. So yeah, didn't overthink that one too much, but it turned out really good. So
I don't know who you are, be you, but you just make me laugh because I say that all the time. Help a sister out.
help a sister out.
They keep asking you if they should spend money on a mentor. I mean, like, if you think that that's something that
For a
you
mentor?
need. Like, a mentor for what? For, like, writing?
Yeah, like what kind of mentor? I'm curious. That's something I really would
I
like
let
to
my
answer.
artist design my sleeve and just took the leap. I don't regret it. Yeah, I
Exactly.
let him just draw this on me. I mean, I showed him a picture of, like, the inspiration, obviously. And he did a beautiful job making it his own, but still incorporating all the aspects that I liked.
Tell me about the mentor thing. I'm really curious.
Yeah,
Like
give
what?
him a minute.
Give me
He's
some
typing.
details
Or she.
there.
I'm sorry not to assume anybody's pronouns.
triple
Also,
moon,
somebody
knuckles.
asked our pronouns, and
To develop
she,
to develop a business. To develop a business, there are a lot of ways to get mentored with somebody in the business world where people will do it like free of charge because they just want to help. There's a lot of like organizations, older people.
Also, we've been on for an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon, but there are a lot of people that are older business owners and things like that that have like kind of retired that take great efforts in helping younger people when they want to start a business to kind of mentor them. A lot of times you'll find them in a library, like there's groups and stuff like that. So definitely look it up. I don't know the exact name of it, but they are out there. It's something that I looked into before, but I mean, look, I've been a business owner, multiple businesses for over 20 years now. And I just kind of do it the way I do
Ooh,
it.
why
Also,
did
I'm
it
not
get brighter?
sure why the light changed. It's fine. It's okay. We're gonna leave that. It's
Is your phone plugged in? Do you have battery?
No, I'm sure the light doesn't have anything to do with the battery.
Oh, I
It's
don't
okay.
know.
I don't
The
know.
screen looks dark.
It's fine. We're fine. Can you still see me? Yeah, we're good. And also, throw out a comment and let me know just in the chat. What kind of video do you want to see me do?
Yeah,
You know,
and
I
if
have-
we've missed any of your questions, I'm sorry. It's hard to keep up with everything. You guys can leave anything that we missed in the comments at the end. When the
Right.
stream is over, it's going to be uploaded onto his page like a regular video, and you can comment on it like a regular video, and you can
Yes.
watch back with the live chat as well, so you can watch.
Right. You just
You
can't.
just can't comment again.
Well, no, because that would be time travel.
No, but you can watch it again. Is what everything
That's
you're
good.
seeing right now. Like, you can watch again, so you can see what other people were
And
saying.
I appreciate you guys for sure.
Yes, for sure.
And definitely, this is something that I always ask people to do when I have a video.
I'm an INFJ for people who are
Yes,
asking.
this is double INFJ. This is like a lot of INFJ right now. But please support each other in comments. When you comment on my videos, just have a peek at some of the other comments, because we got a lot of people out there that are struggling and that are going through certain things, and it's just really nice to have you guys connect. You're such good people, like truly, and you've been a huge boon in my life for sure, because I get messages from you, and I get emails and DMs and all that kind of stuff, and especially in moments where I've been struggling, and to hear that something I put out there as just like some idiot on the internet has really helped somebody is huge for me, and that keeps me going. Yeah. And so I love to stay connected, and I love to hear that. It's just really nice to know that something has made a difference. In a lot of ways, it's just my small way of trying to change the world for the better, by giving somebody some happy out there, whether it's me just like being an idiot and running around a house with a chainsaw and a
That
Totoro
was my
outfit.
favorite one.
That was your favorite? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
And like the one with the glasses.
Which one with the glasses?
Was it like a spelling bee or something?
Oh, the spelling bee one. Yeah.
You gotta do those again.
No, I know. I have some ideas for that kind of stuff.
Therese wants to know, do you ever have a problem with people wanting to be a constant mentor, wanting you to be a constant mentor?
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just wanting to be best friends.
And I mean, look, I say this to people often, and that like I'm not a psychologist. Like I know myself, I know what I've been through, and I've done all of that study for me, and knowing that there are other people that think the same way, that's a reason that I share the things that I do, to try and get you to see stuff from a different perspective, and somebody who's an older or more mature INFJ. I never liked when people say it like that.
No, it sounds pretentious.
It really does sound pretentious.
This is a good one too.
Sounds pretentious.
I really liked your video about narcissism. I thought that was very informative and helpful. Appreciate you both. I felt seen tonight. You are seen.
Hi.
And there is another video coming, because I'm forcing him to do another narcissist video that's more specifically geared towards the tools that you might need to protect yourself, because you have to. It's an important topic.
People, why are we so interested?
It's an important topic, because you need to protect
narcissists.
yourself, because so often I see INFJs out there in the world that don't know that they're INFJs, or even empaths, or highly sensitive people. You don't even have to be an INFJ to be susceptible to a narcissist. It's anybody who's nurturing and compassionate and empathetic.
Right.
They come for us. Even if you're minding your own business, they're coming for you. You have to be ready. You have to know how to recognize it and how to protect yourself.
My first long-term relationship
If he doesn't make the video,
was
I'm
with a
making the
narcissist, and it feels like I'm still recovering, and that was a long time ago.
Yes, me too.
So
this
it's
is
definitely a
why
thing.
more videos need to be made about it. It's our favorite topic, because it's the one thing that
targets.
destroys us.
Yeah. Dealing with so many of the abusive
If I had
narcissists.
known that I was an INFJ, and if I had known what a narcissist was and how to identify one, maybe I wouldn't have been through that.
Emotional vampires.
If I can help just one person, I think that's why I'm so drawn to like younger people. Like, I'm still in college, and a lot of the people that I go to school with are younger than me, and I feel like this sick need to protect people, especially when I notice that somebody is like empathetic. What is she saying now?
More merch. The Spider Cow merch.
Oh.
more merch. I have to work on that.
I don't know. I feel oddly protective of people, especially INFJs and sensitive people.
I get that a lot on the channel, where a lot of you are younger, and certainly younger than I am. What's a narcissist? Oh boy, that's a
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are some people out there who like I knew what a narcissist was, but I just learned how to identify one.
Right.
Like not even a year ago.
Right.
And educated myself.
Yeah,
and now I feel like I'm prepared. Like if I come across one, I know right away. I'm like, nope, red flag. Like I'm the first one to call out any type of narcissistic personality, like disorder or behavior pattern.
Like it felt like
I watched way too many psychology.
Like I didn't even realize or know what was happening to me I didn't realize or knew what was happening to me when I was in with a narcissist. Like I didn't really recognize it. And then I looked back at like this period of time in my life where everything had changed, and I was pulled away from family relationships because of it.
Definitely watch the video.
Yeah,
To the person who is asking what a narcissist is, everybody's telling them to watch your video.
There's one in there. It was a little while ago. I'll have to remember to put the link in in here. More Spider Cow. On a video I did on narcissism with the chess analogy to start it off. And I that one has resonated. That one kind of blew up on YouTube. I did not expect that. Like I woke up one morning and I had like 8,000 more subscribers, and I was like, oh crap.
Narcissists hate it when you say the word whatever. They also hate when you say fine or okay.
Okay?
Yeah, just okay. Or you too.
Yeah, because you're dismissing the whole... Yeah.
Anything short...
I can't get into a narcissist conversation
irritates
right
the crap out of them.
We're going to do more on it, though. I'm going to have another video.
I'm more than happy to sit down and do a whole entire video.
Should have a Friday night narcissist party.
That
would be so cool. Yeah.
Like, this is my favorite topic.
No, that's good.
I know you're tired of it, but I don't care.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It can be a lot. You when you say the word whatever. And apparently somebody said that the way to figure out if somebody's a narcissist is to ask them if they're a narcissist, because they like themselves so much, they're going to be like, yeah. Which is kind of weird, right?
That's definitely never a good idea, though. You don't want to call a narcissist out for being a narcissist, because it's never going to go well for you.
And you're welcome to.
You're just going to get gaslit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not going to be fun. And you're just going to be frustrated.
By the way, you guys probably, if you know the narcissism thing, you know what gaslighting is, but definitely watch the movie. It was like in like the 40s. It's black and white. So it's dated. It's kind of like a slow burn, but it really does explain the gaslighting thing very, very well. It's a good old flick. Watch that, but then like watch something cool like Casablanca, right? It's just, yeah.
Alana says, I really enjoy watching your videos and live with a narcissist, which is my mother, and a constant struggle. Girl.
Yeah, when it's family, that's
my heart
really
goes out
tough.
to you. It is, but I mean, good on you for not allowing that to be a part of who you are as well.
You recognize it and you know it now. It's just setting the boundaries, right? Yeah, I think that's
changing the behavior for future generations. There was one after that was good. Do you sometimes feel as if you have to ignore people in general to even live without getting emotionally overwhelmed?
No, but I definitely think there's times where you recognize you have to step back from situations.
I just will ignore everybody.
You just ignore them? You're just like, no, turn off the phone and throw it somewhere else. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, we have these devices that are like right in your face all the time, and people know how to get in touch with you. And so if you are in close contact with a toxic person, they basically have a pipeline to your eyes whenever they want it. So set the boundaries with your phone too. Turn it off. Put it down, set it aside, time away, all those kinds of things are really, really important, because you don't have to feel obligated to respond, and you certainly don't have to answer the phone when somebody calls. I never answer the phone. Maybe if it's my mom, maybe, depending on what I think she's going to talk to me about. But then I'm like, Mom, just text me. But she's foreign, so like I can't understand the text, so it's good. I love my mom. I do. All right, what do we got?
I'm too old for tattoos.
What? No,
Lies.
no.
Lies.
Always.
Lies. Everybody's saying they will watch all of the narcissist content.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
All right, there we go. It's one of the, I mean, you look at like narcissist YouTubers. I mean, these people have channels that are just like massive.
That's a thing that people say a lot too. They don't understand how you can be an INFJ and be so introverted and put yourself out there on YouTube. And let me tell you, I know more introverts that are YouTubers than extroverts.
Yeah.
A lot of plant YouTubers are more introverted, and I think it's a more introverted hobby in general because it's something that you do at home by yourself.
That's
without
true.
other people.
Yeah.
So I've actually come across a lot of INFJs in the plant community, oddly enough. And yeah, I don't know.
Did you have a hard time? Like,
what?
Like, I'm going to be honest with you. As I see the subscriber count for my channel creep up,
yeah, no, it's terrifying.
I get really, like, I get terrified, and then I get in these moods where it's like, I'm like, I don't want to post anything.
Yeah.
And it's not like I don't love you guys, I sure do. But at the same time, it
The
can just
comments
get
get
very
overwhelming.
Very
The
overwhelming.
DMs get overwhelming. Sorry, I'm shaking the table.
You should see my ban list. My ban list is like hundreds long.
Really long.
It's really
No
long.
patience.
Yeah, no, because I don't have patience for somebody who goes on and then just assumes they know everything about me because they've watched 5 minutes of a video. And if they're going to do that, then they're obviously a closed-minded person. You know, how many times on the internet have you talked to somebody and they've been like, you know what, you made a really good point. I guess I've changed my mind. Like, that doesn't happen, especially on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore just because of that.
Can anyone become a narcissist, even INFJs?
You too can be a narcissist.
Yes. There's
yeah.
a test. You can take a test.
I
Remember,
did a video.
He has a video
yeah.
where you can take a test.
I
I think
took
it's
the narc
specific
test.
to covert narcissism because somebody else mentioned there are different types of narcissists, and
Right.
covert narcissists are the hardest to identify. And I think that sometimes it's common for INFJs to question if we are actually covert narcissists. But if you're
Look,
questioning whether or not you're a narcissist, you're not a narcissist. But
if you're like,
go
oh,
watch the video anyway because it's fun to go through the questions along with him and see what score you get. And see if you're a narcissist
holy
or not.
cow. Okay, Marquis
What?
de Lafayette, right? As
Ever
an
feel
INFJ,
like you just want to burn all of your social media history, delete all of your accounts, and start fresh every single day of my life?
yeah, that's really
Every
a
single
thing.
day. I feel like I'm getting really shiny.
I've done it. I'm shiny too. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I've done it. I closed out my Facebook page. Like I've had, MySpace. I never had a MySpace. But for
Zanga?
sure, who?
What?
Huh?
You never had a Zanga?
I don't know what
That was
is.
like a social media thing before MySpace. Whatever, guys. I'm a millennial, okay?
Isn't that who makes Words with Friends? Or is that Zynga? I don't know.
I don't know. It was just like you made your own website and
Zynga.
you could like post
Oh.
different things. This is why millennials know how to code.
Yeah, there's that.
Because we had to.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been
I
through.
can code HTML. I don't know the stuff these kids do
And
these days.
as an empathic INFJ, I've been in that state, and where like I've had like a really rough comment on one of my videos, and
It's not funny.
I wanted to just delete the channel.
Thank you.
These are things that happen. So, you know,
Says I look
I mean,
fabulous.
I don't. You do look fabulous.
It's talking about you. You
Oh,
look fabulous,
I
darling.
do?
It's a new shirt. It's a nice shirt. I like
Yeah,
this.
somebody pretty cool picked it out. I
I
did.
have good taste. I can't get credit for anything ever.
I made the octopus wink. That was my thing.
I'm gonna need like to start getting commission or something.
Commission. Yeah, that's really good. All right, so what do we got? I remember Zanga.
Yeah. Would love to see day in the life vlog videos. I am nosy. No, I've been saying that. INFJ vlogs, especially if it's
really
the
wanna
two of
do
us,
that.
because like we bounce off of each other and it's less boring that way.
Right. Yeah.
Plus, I think that it's interesting for people to see the dynamic between two INFJs
I mean, you're seeing it now. like,
and
it's-
different perspectives.
We're buddies.
that we
This
do
is how it
have.
works. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
Can
like
you
the
post
different
the link
personalities.
to the other channel? My channel? I don't know if I can post it in the.
It's gonna be in the description of the video.
It is. I can try and post it in the chat too.
Right.
You don't have to read them on there.
All
for a
right. So
second.
before you discovered an INFJ, did you ever suspect there was something wrong with you, like a personality disorder? Yes, Kevin. And by the way, really good to see you.
I
Yeah.
genuinely thought there was something severely wrong with me until I found his channel.
The amount of times I sat there and was like, why am I this way? And I think there was a period. All right, so like I dug
That's
into
the link to my YouTube channel.
there you go. I dug into MBTI stuff. Probably first took the test like almost 20 years ago, or so. I don't really remember. And I remember getting that result, and then I've taken it over and over and over again, and have always gotten that result. I don't really just take the test anymore because I already know what I am. And I've talked to plenty of people that are steeped in the theory who are like, you're the classic INFJ. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like at least there's some validation and it's great. But there was a period of time where I kind of forgot about it. And then I went through just a really bad depression and a really bad depressive episode. And I started searching and looking for things that would help me through it and help me out of it, and read as much material as I could about it. And got past that feeling that there was something wrong with me. And it's just a matter of coming to terms with the fact that you see the world differently.
Helps when someone else validates it too.
It does help when someone else validates it. Yeah, that's not
I
wrong.
feel like we constantly are asking each other, like, what is wrong with me? Or, like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Sometimes. Try to stay away from social media. It's just a personal thing. I think it's important to take breaks. I just took one that was supposed to be 1 week long that ended up being like 8 weeks long.
But
But
okay.
yeah, of course.
Because you're back now.
No, and we're all hanging
we're
out.
ready
and it's really
with a
nice.
whole
That's
list
why I wanted to do this.
of videos.
She makes me do lots of stuff, but it's good.
Someone's gotta.
Let's see, what do we got?
I thought this was interesting. Kevin said if someone made an INFJ vlog or blog, I wouldn't believe they're INFJs because that's so unnatural. I film myself in public places talking to my camera.
Yeah.
It's extremely unnatural, but...
That is weird. People look at you weird.
Yeah, but I don't care,
Right.
though. That's the thing. I just I've never been shy, really.
Look, it's a motivation thing, right? You have to remember that as an INFJ, you tend to have...
Doesn't mean you're shy.
Well, no, but you tend to have an idealistic streak. And so, for me at least, it's kind of easy to share some of these things because I have that feeling that I am really helping people and I'm reaching people. And so, that overrides the awkwardness of putting myself out there, usually, depending on what it is. But if I feel like I'm genuinely helping somebody that is really struggling, then I'm okay with doing that, and it really doesn't matter. I think like this kind of stuff, like nothing lasts forever, and so why not just make our time with each other here better? Like I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing.
I just wanted to point
That's a
out
good thing.
Therese, or is it Therese? I don't want to be pronouncing it
I think
wrong
it's a Therese.
because it's really pretty, but. She said, I would love to see INFJ morning routine. I'm struggling with depression and mornings are rough. That just like hits me hard right now because like I literally am going to have a vlog going up where it's me in the morning and the first thing I'm doing is crying and I don't know if I should leave it in there or not. So.
Does it help?
I don't know. Does that sort of thing like help you
Does
guys?
Does it help to see somebody
that?
else
I don't know.
struggle?
Because I'm
in
just
that
starting
way?
to do vlogs on my channel, and like most of it is like behind the scenes, like plant shopping and like little things here and there. But I've been struggling with depression as well, and the mornings are really rough, like the worst.
Yeah, I think it helps for people to see that somebody else struggles.
I filmed it for myself. Really,
kind of
it
like
was
a resonant
therapeutic
thing.
to get it out, and then to watch it back was oddly therapeutic to hear yourself and to watch yourself be emotional about it.
Leave it in there that you cry, it's real.
Yeah,
See?
I don't just, it's like a plant channel though, and it's like right in the beginning of like my first vlog. Like it's a lot.
Plants have made you cry before.
Yeah, I've definitely cried unboxing plants
Beautiful
before.
plants. Yeah.
It helps, yes, if you are okay with it.
IFJs want to communicate, help others. Yeah, we do. It's not about the fact that you're
It's
seeing somebody else
weird.
struggle. It's the fact that you're seeing somebody else being real and being their true version of themselves.
Yeah.
See, you're absolutely right. FE boost for everyone. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's interesting actually how much people tell me that I help them because I'm just talking about plants.
Yeah. Plants are soothing though.
I know, but I think that people also just appreciate like me being myself.
When they
And
don't
like
die.
I'm not trying to talk about like,
It helps to relate. I mean, I think that's
Right.
a reason we're all kind of hanging out right now, right? Like,
yeah, which we should only be doing for another 7 minutes because that'll be an hour and a half, and that's
Okay.
plenty long
We're
enough.
gonna
This
cut
always
it soon.
happens on the first one. Though.
I know, it's okay though.
We're watching for you, not the plants.
See?
Thank you, Bill. I know you are.
That's right.
I know, like, the real
The
plant
plant
fam is. Like, my core. I gotta come up with a good hashtag, because, like, the plant fam is taken, and, like, plant fam is taken. So I need one that's, like, just for me.
Hashtag I wet my plants.
No, that's probably...
Yeah, it's probably
I need
taken.
one that's, like, unique just for, like, my plant fam.
Well,
you know
hop
what I
on
mean?
over to
Plants
Jacqueline's
do
channel
bring joy.
and, like,
I
help her
feel
out.
like it's an INFJ thing, right? Am I not wrong that there's a lot of crossover? Like, I feel like we love plants. We like to nurture things.
We like to
once
nurture things, for
I
sure.
got you into plants, now you have, like, I don't think we've even counted.
I have the
anytime
ones that
soon.
have stayed alive because I forget to water them all the time.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably
basically
gonna do
cactus.
a
lot of
house
cacti.
plant tour of all of his plants on
we're
my
gonna-
channel too. So definitely go subscribe for that, at least if that's what
Right.
you're into.
Right.
Because I'm gonna make him talk about the plants, and it's gonna be funny.
Hashtag plant army. I like that one too. You're
Well,
gonna make me
that's a
talk
good
about the
one
plants.
too. But then I can't. Yes, I'm
Oh,
gonna
God.
test to see if you can remember.
my
He's
own
got
plants?
a peduncle.
I have a peduncle. I'm sorry.
I think I posted it on my story.
I have to see the doctor about that. It's an
I
issue.
totally talked to my plants too. They like it.
I have actually busted out the guitar and
Oh, man,
and played
pregnancy
songs
hormones. Girl,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
plants, for sure. I don't have
A house without plants is no house for me either. When I drive by houses and I see windows that are like great windows for plants and there's no plants in the window, it makes me so sad.
Botany
And how many
buddies.
times are we driving by and I'm like, oh, look, they have this plant and that plant. I'm like, I see a ZZ and a palm tree, and I'm like naming all the plants. See, on TV too, once you notice it, you can't unnotice
You were
all the
yelling.
plants.
You were yelling at a store today because they had a fake plant that didn't look like the plant was supposed to
It
look
was a
like.
fake monstera, and it didn't even look like a monstera. It was
Well,
inaccurate.
See, there's like a whole particular. See, that's the J in the INFJ at work right there. No, but it's true, right? The J is the thing that like you need things like a certain way,
I'm
like it
scared
has to
to
make
get into
sense.
plants because I don't know if I'll be able to stop.
How did we turn it? How is this turning into a plant thing?
Because we
right
only
now?
have 5 more minutes. Let me have this,
All right,
okay?
all right. No, that's true. That's
No,
true.
it's fine.
It's
Plus,
fine.
they like plants.
No, and that's good. That's fine. I do too, obviously. It's
The
just
hardest
good.
thing you'll have to do on any day is get out of bed.
Maybe.
Well, it is for me,
Yeah,
especially with chronic health issues. I'm like, let me just lay here all day.
that's true too. That's true too.
Seeing other people upset has never helped me, but I have heard so many people say that it helps them feel seen and not alone. Yeah, when
for
I
sure.
was struggling, for sure, at first, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos of like other people crying, like over the same type of thing, and I found comfort in knowing that I wasn't by myself in that feeling.
That made you feel
That like
better?
other people had felt it before too.
I mean, sometimes that's a thing. Like you got to put on the sad songs and just kind of sit in it, right?
But then I dug into all the like crazy psychology videos trying to
How'd that work out?
figure it. It was helpful.
good, right?
I learned about trauma bonding.
Oh, that's
good.
another. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
good.
I feel like that's probably a common INFJ thing. Have you guys ever heard about trauma bonding? I could talk about this stuff forever.
We're gonna have to do another live. Do you want to see another one of these? Like, do you want to hang out again?
Yeah,
Because this
leave
is,
us
like,
a
kinda fun.
comment
Yeah, I'm really curious.
when this video is over.
Right. Yeah.
5
minutes of
minutes of
things,
fame.
like 5 minutes of plants. Is there really any difference? It's the same. True about the
yeah.
J thing. Yeah. Is Mary Poppins in
Trauma
INFJ?
bonding is common. Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's common like for INFJs, if we tend to feel like bonded to people because of traumatic
Because of
like that high
experiences?
empathy and everything. And just because we feel things so much, like
Right.
so deeply. That
Yeah,
I feel
it can be
like
tough.
our trauma is almost like more traumatic than it is for other people. I've always said that I feel like I struggle more than other people do with like similar things. Like I see other people maybe like going through a breakup and they're okay within like a couple months, and I'm over here just like, nah. And
No, it's not.
how do you function?
Right.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you guys feel like things just like hit you harder than they do other people? Like it takes me so much longer to get over things than other people.
Going anything's
There's bonding that doesn't involve trauma. Yes, of course.
What you resist persists. That's a really, really good term. That's really
Understanding
good stuff.
what causes the emotions is everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Can we
I
talk
mean,
about
you have
attachment types too? Oh my gosh, we don't
You-
have time. It is hard to shake trauma. It lasts a really long time.
Clearly, people, we need to do this again sometime.
Yeah.
I think so. But this is
Sometimes
good.
we need to sit with our feelings.
Definitely do
Yeah.
this again. Sue will do it again. Absolutely. And have a
Yes,
good
go
night's,
to bed.
Have a
We
good
need
night's
to go to
rest
bed,
and all that
too.
kind of stuff. Right.
Tired.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I appreciate you guys, and
NF types might be more susceptible to trauma bonding.
right.
It's an interesting topic to talk about.
Please, pretty please, head over to Jacqueline's page. Link is in the
Yes.
description. Give her a sub as
If
well.
we missed
Especially
anything too, please leave it in the comments. We did not intentionally skip over anybody's comments.
no, But now we know that like everybody really likes plants too, so like that's good.
Yes, I'm excited to
all right.
hopefully get to know some of you guys over on my channel.
So this is also what I'm getting is that some
He's
day
on
in the
there,
life, some day in the life vlogs is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and do that for you too. That's something that I've kind of had on the radar as well.
Yeah. If you want to watch him wander around plant nurseries aimlessly, you can see that on my channel
Go on
too.
her channel. I'll
He
be on
walks
there.
through the frame all the time. I'm like,
Hey, you know what?
you ruined the shot.
It's freaking low external sensing. That's
just
what
like
it is.
la-di-da, like super slow too, and then you'll just be standing there like looking at nothing. Like, what are you doing?
True story. We were driving.
Thank you for being here, Kim.
No, hold on a second. So, Kim, yes,
And
thank
Jeff.
you. No, we were driving, and the GPS said to
say
turn right.
wrinkled
I was
egg?
driving.
That's
Hold on a second.
fantastic.
Hold on. And so it said to turn right, and then she pointed and said, "That's right. Like you have to turn right,
But stay in this lane.
but stay in that lane." And I just went
There
straight.
was like 2 lanes to turn right in, but
Because
you
I
had to
got-
be in the outside lane because then you had to make a left right after that.
Well, I was really overwhelmed with all the directions at the same time, even though it was all the same direction.
It's not your fault. You're bad.
It's
He's
low
really
external
bad at
sensing.
going left.
It's
too.
low. Well, I'm from
It's a
New
Jersey
Jersey.
thing.
We never turn left. We just make 3 rights. It's a thing.
And like
Yeah.
go down a side road and loop around.
And hey, if you're from Jersey out there, what exit? Just curious.
Yes, please. Let's do this again soon because
right.
I saw this only 5 minutes ago. You can watch it back if you want to, Roxanne.
Yes,
But we will
absolutely.
definitely do it again.
Yes, drink your water.
Have a good night. Yes.
Love you too, buddy. Absolutely.
It is definitely water. Oh my gosh. In the background, I didn't even notice
Oh,
Tiger's back there.
the cat's been
She's
back
just
there.
so stinking
As
cute.
long as if she
I
was
really
like-
want to see a day in David's life.
All right,
You sold
It's
it
coming,
without
Kim.
even trying.
it's coming. I
We
promise.
can put up like a poll on your community post too for
Right.
people who aren't here.
And then I'll get overwhelmed and terrified, and we'll take another break for
Thank
6
you for
weeks.
being here, Rebecca
I won't do that.
and Roxanne,
No, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate
Jeff,
it. Yep.
Sonia.
Past 4 in the morning. My goodness, go to sleep.
Okay, we appreciate you guys for being here. We're gonna go now.
Yeah, I have to figure out how do I turn this off?
I think you just X out of the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, good night. We'll see you again soon. Oh, wait. There we go.